no good, but she gets her own rebound. And then a foul is called. It was a touchy call.
Surprised.
So at the line, shooting 2 is Mackenzie Murphy, now with 2 seconds on the clock, as it looked like a jump ball to me. 8 team fouls on Labette County, 7 on Fort Scott. First free throw's long, no good. One more coming for Murphy. She has a long free throw routine, I'll give her that. She uses all that time she can. Second free throw's long, no good again. And Brandon gets the rebound and then a steal, and the layup's no good for Yerrick. So Labette County gave Fort Scott 3 chances to score, and luckily they couldn't convert. So at the end of the first quarter, it was a foul fest here in Fort Scott. Labette County leads at 13-8. We'll take a 60-second timeout on KLKC.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lies ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Labette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. And with our multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. At Labette Health, we center around you.
Labette County leads it at the end of the first quarter, 13-8. As it'll be Fort Scott Tiger basketball, the refs waste no time getting play going here in the second quarter. As the ball is on the right wing in the hands of Altick, across the court pass to Yerrick. Now at the top of the key in the hands of Allie Brown, the first time we've seen the freshman here. A three-pointer is canned by Abby Altick. That's her first three-pointer of the game. As it's 13-11, lead just 2 for Labette County. Dean catches it at half court and turns and gives it to Stewart, who gives it to Dean, and she'll hit a cutting Brandon. She cradles and can't finish. Tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. It'll stay with Labette County. Carson Stewart, the inbounder. She surveys and hits Forbes on the right wing. Nobody guards her, so she shoots. And it's no good. Here come the Lady Tigers. The freshman Brown with the basketball, running point guarded by Stewart as the Grizzlies transition into a man-to-man defense. Brown gives it to Yerrick, looks to penetrate and gives it to Murphy, who hands it off to Brown. In the hands of Yerrick on the left wing, as they look to be trying to get the ball in the paint before they do anything, as they do here to Murphy, who turns and shoots and can't finish. Rebounded by Madison Brannon. Coach Snyder yells for her guard to push it up, and Forbes skips it up ahead to Stewart, as Coach Snyder doesn't like to do anything slow, as Dean travels as she looked to spin and shoot a hook, but got caught traveling. You should see Coach Snyder with a weed eater. Fastest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I imagine.
As Harmony Shaw has it in transition and gives it up to the freshman Brown near the top of the key. Here's Abby Altick squaring up for her second three. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. Wide open, and she's fouled low. So Murphy will be at the line shooting 2, as that's 9 team fouls on Labette County. Murphy can tie it if she makes them both. Murphy's been busy at the line. Her first free throw's perfect. Rainbow through the bottom of the net. One more to come for Murphy. That foul was on Shelby Wilson, her first foul. Second free throw, a rainbow again, high arcing that time. No good. Labette County clings on to that 1-point lead, and here's a stray pass behind the head of Brandon. She couldn't corral it. Here comes Brown, and what a pass up ahead to Yerrick, who gives it back to Brown. Her jumper is no good. As that would have been a big momentum swing if Fort Scott could have capitalized off of that turnover. As it's 12-13 Labette County. Dean has it on the block, squares up on Murphy, turns and dishes to Forbes, who drives and traveled. As it was close, you could have called that either way.
Yeah, there's definitely an argument there.
5:56 to go in the first half. 13-12 Labette County. Ashante Smith is at the scores table waiting to check in as the pass is tipped out of bounds. So Smith will come in, and she'll replace Lauren Forbes. As here's Brown with it, Labette County back in their 2-3 zone. As Yerrick gives it up to Shaw, and they rotate it this time. Now Altick, skip pass, here's a jumper, too strong. It looked good. As you can tell, Yerrick, who shot that, is wanting to get going. You can tell that she's one of their top shooters. As Ashante Smith has it in the corner, Grizzlies rotate around the three-point line. Brandon has it on the left wing, gets an edge, goes up, under, and her floater's no good. Rebound fought for, falls out of bounds, and it'll stay with Labette County.
Yeah, that was a good drive, though, by Madison Brandon. That shot just didn't fall for her that time.
Checking back in is Jessie Comstock as she replaces Abby Altick. Inbounds goes over the top to Dean near the top of the key. Here's a long Brandon three, and it's too strong. Rebounded by Smith as she saves the possession for Labette County, looking to extend on their small 1-point lead. Dean turns and throws to Stewart, who's closed out well by Comstock. Here's Wilson looking for baseline, and it's not there. Guarded by the freshman Brown, who's looked very athletic and very fast on both ends, the freshman. Here's a turn and finish by Ashante Smith. As here come the Tigers now looking to respond, down by 3 points. As Comstock almost traveled but got the pass off and finds a wide open Shaw, and the layup's no good as Fort Scott has missed 4 or 5 wide open layups right underneath the hoop. As here comes Labette County looking to add to their little bit of momentum here. As Ashante Smith hits a cutting Stewart, who turns and faces right into a double team, so she'll kick it back out. Brandon has it on the right wing in front of the Fort Scott bench. Smith has it on the right elbow. Back to Brandon. Stewart throws it inside to Smith, who faces, and a foul is called on Harmony Shaw.
Yeah, and Ashante's really out there working. We kind of saw that at Chanute. She was really playing defense, had some good plays on offense, but now we're kind of seeing that here too, and I think that's a really good sign for her.
It is she's another one of those seniors this team will lose next year. And she's really kind of came into her own this season, has played a lot of minutes. As her first free throw is good, 4-point Labette County lead. 3 new Grizzlies check in. It's Dewey, Rexwinkle, and Lynn replacing Dean, Brandon, and Stewart. As Smith and Wilson are the other 2 Grizzlies on the court with those 3. Second free throw for Ashante is coming, and it's too short. Rebounded by Mackenzie Murphy. Here come the Tigers. They've played just as fast as Labette County. They don't choose to push it as much, but when they want to, they can play fast. As here's a pass, long, but in the hands of Shaw. Her floater's in and out. Rebounded by Ridley Lynn, who I think's played some of the best bench minutes on this team,
yes,
if not the best.
I would agree. She's been phenomenal.
As Rexwinkle picked up her pivot foot as she was pivoting in the corner, travel is called. So the Fort Scott Tigers take back possession. Down by 4 with 3:48 to go in the first half. As Bailey Couch checks back into the game, as does Abby Altick. Altick knocked down a 3 just moments ago before she came out of the game. As there haven't been near as many fouls called here in the second quarter as there was in the first. Here's a Fort Scott turnover as a bad pass inside landed in the hands of Shelby Wilson. Here comes Rexwinkle pushing the pace, now in the hands of Smith near the right-hand corner. Back to Wilson, now in the hands of Lynn. Had a lane but didn't take it. Hits a wide-open Wilson in the corner, and she's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. 19-12, Labette County leads it. Coach Steps wants a timeout. Labette County's finally rolling here in the Tiger Dome. We'll take a 30-second timeout on KLKC.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Here's a three-pointer by Altick in the corner that rattles in and out, as Fort Scott has missed probably 4 layups and had 2 or 3 jumpers. A couple of those three-pointers rattle in and out as they're down by 7, and Labette County has the basketball. Rexwinkle has it on the right corner and gives it to Ashante Smith, who gives it to Wilson. She's been hot, and her three-pointer's short. Here comes the freshman Brown, who ever since she entered the game in the mid-second quarter hasn't came out. Her bounce pass is stolen, but Dewey's foot was out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. But Izzy, I've been really impressed with Allie Brown, the freshman for the Tigers. She plays fast and she controls the ball well.
Yeah, and she's playing confident. That's something you don't normally see out of a freshman player.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Madison Brannon checks back in. She'll replace Shelby Wilson as Wilson's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. She has 6 points. And she's hit those threes at the perfect time, right when Fort Scott's trying to close the gap. She'll hit it to put him back up 6 or 7. As the 7-point lead feels like a lot in this one so far, as a pass from Comstock to Couch goes out of bounds. As checking back in is Keegan Yerrick. She'll replace Allie Brown, who we just spoke of. Here's Addison Rexwinkle on the transition. She'll give it to Smith, who dribbles to the corner. She'll reverse it to Audrey Dewey, who head fakes and drives. Gets by 2 Tigers and then travels, as she just didn't know what she wanted to do there. She could have shot a layup, but I think she realized that too late and got caught traveling. So the Tigers have had a few opportunities to cut into the 7-point Grizzly lead that has been for a while. Harmony Shaw has it. Grizzlies in a 2-3 zone. Ball's on the right wing. Comstock double-teamed. Dewey read the passing lane and looks to track it down and saves it. What a hustle by Audrey Dewey. She turns and throws it to Addison Rexwinkle, who has an open Lynn and hits her, and her layup is no good, as Lynn caught the ball too late underneath the basket and had to shoot a funky shot from behind her, as Dewey just didn't have her head up soon enough. But a great hustle by Audrey Dewey. Here's a three-pointer good by Bailey Couch. That's Couch's first three-pointer, as Fort Scott has been confident from the three-point line and finally had a few fall in the second quarter. Ashante Smith drives. No foul is called. Lynn gets it, and now a foul is called on her attempt. So Ridley Lynn is going to go to the line to shoot 2 right out. Second free throw for Lynn's no good, so Forbes is going to have to get comfortable at the scores table till the next dead ball. Nearing the 90-second mark in the first half. Brown wasn't ready for the pass, but it landed, luckily for them, in the hands of Couch on the waiting far side. Brown has it guarded by Dewey. Dewey all in her grill. And at the top of the key, Couch looking to go back-to-back, and it's no good from beyond the arc for Bailey Couch. Dewey on the rebound, up ahead to Stewart. She crosses half court and flips it to Dean in the right-hand corner. Back to Dewey. Snyder tells them to move it, and they do. It's already in the left corner. Tipped out of bounds by Yerrick. It'll stay with Labette County as Forbes finally gets to check in for Ridley Lynn. As Stewart has it, looks to give it inside to Dean, but it's picked away by Ellie Smith. Near the logo, Brown has it. Couch has it on the left wing, throws it to the right wing to Yerrick. Yerrick's been the main aggressor, shooting the basketball, that is, for the Lady Tigers. 42 seconds on the clock, as I'm curious to see if they're going to go for just one shot here. As Murphy has it, gives it to Brown. She'll drive. She's looking to score, and it's off the leg of Anna Dean, her bounce pass. So it'll stay with the Lady Tigers. Yerrick, the inbounder. Lady Tigers in a bunch formation. Pass goes over the top to Brown. Goes by Wilson. Her floater is good. The freshman has blown me away tonight. 5'5", and doesn't play any near that size. She plays confident and plays downhill all the time. I think the score is 19-17. They didn't add 2. So Lady Grizzlies only lead by 2 with 15 seconds left. We knew it was going to be a tough road contest. And they're in another one. Their third straight. 7 seconds. Stewart has it on the left baseline. 5 seconds. Dewey gets downhill. 3 seconds. Her floater, no good off the bottom of the backboard. And the buzzer's going to sound here in Fort Scott. So at the end of the second quarter, Labette County leads it 19-17. As we'll break down the first half here in 2 minutes on KLKC, we have a tight one. Welcome back to the halftime show here on KLKC as Labette County leads the Lady Tigers here in Fort Scott 19-17. As before we dive into the stats and breakdown of the first half, I'd like to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. This broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. A few other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Store of Altamont, Community National Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, Oswego Locker, Altamont Lumber, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Meister, Mosier, and Morris. So thanks to our sponsors and Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op for making our job possible to bring you Labette County basketball. So before we dive into the breakdown, we would like to give you some stats from the first half. Again, it's 19-17. Labette County leads it, as Labette County had a 13-point first quarter and then just a 6-point second quarter, as there were a lot of fouls in the first quarter, and then it kind of slowed down in the second quarter. As in the first half, with 2 points was Lauren Forbes. 6 points, Shelby Wilson. I'm just going down the list, no order here. Audrey Dewey with 4 points. Ashante Smith, Forbes had 4. I don't know how they mark these free throws here. It looks kind of weird. Lauren Forbes had 4. Jasmine Perez had 4. Ashante Smith had 3. Shelby Wilson had 6. and Anna Dean had 2. So there are your first half stats for Labette County. For Fort Scott, nobody really lit it up, but a couple threes were made that made things a little bit interesting there in the second quarter. One of those by Altic, one by Couch, and one by Yerrick. So a few Tigers can shoot the basketball, as their leading scorer looked to be Keegan Yerrick, as she had 7 points. And behind her, Altic had 3 points, Couch had 3 points. Those are the ladies who made the three-pointers. Brown had 2, Murphy had 2. And those were the points for the Lady Tigers. So a really interesting first half is the first quarter was just foul-plagued. It was sloppy. It was fast-paced, but there were fouls beyond belief.
Well,
and then in the second quarter, it slowed down.
Yeah, and there were a lot of turnovers, too. No team really had solid ball possession. And that kind of, I think, that hurt both teams. I think that's why we have a lower score going into this half. But, yeah, it was just I think they just needed to get settled. And I think that's what we're going to see going into the second half.
Yeah, as it's going to be interesting to see because Shelby Wilson hit 2 3-pointers, and I don't think, Brandon didn't score in the first half. So it's another one of those, glass half full things where your best shooter didn't score and you're up by 2 on the road. I know that's a really optimistic way to look at it. But if you can get, Dean only has 2 points. If Dean has 8 or 10 points in the second half and Brandon makes 2 threes, I like our chances on the outcome. But I think they're going to have good second halves rather than just, picking and choosing these sloppy baskets every couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing is none of these girls are going to have lights out nights every night. And so it is good to see players like Shelby Wilson stepping up, willing to take shots because they're not going to be hot every night. But you're right, they need to find that rhythm. They need to, like I said, they just need to settle down, do what they know how to do, shoot the basketball well. Anna's great down in the paint. I mean, she knows how to drive. She can work the inside man. She just needs to get back into her groove. They just need to settle in, and they'll be fine. It's good. I think we're going to see some really good basketball this second half.
Yeah, and not maybe this game in particular, but at some point down the stretch, if this team wants to get deeper into the state tournament, rather than just that first-round knockout punch they've suffered the past couple years, I think Carson Stewart's going to have to start providing.
Yeah.
She does a lot. Don't get me wrong. Facilitating, set plays, breaking the press. She doesn't really score. And that's not every player's style is scoring. But I think that if this team wants to get where they want to be, that's not an option. I think she has to.
Oh, I agree. And she's good at scoring.
Yes.
I think she knows how to shoot. She's a great shooter. I think she just needs confidence.
I don't think she shot like a normal jumper in that first half.
No, I don't think she did either. And so that's one of those things, like she just needs to have that confidence to take the basketball and shoot. And if she misses, okay, but continue to just try. And eventually she's going to get shots to fall. And that's, I think, what we need to see from her.
3 minutes away until the beginning of the second half. Labette County leads it by 2 points here at the break. So thank you for joining us for our halftime show of Labette County Grizzly basketball on KLC. We'll be back in 2 minutes. onto the court to get things going here in the second half. Labette County will start out with the basketball and a small 2-point lead here in Fort Scott. As there's a bit of a clock issue, they'll get that fixed. Get the 8 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to go.
I thought they called another foul.
Carson Stewart with the basketball. She'll give it to the right wing, Perez. And a nice set play as Dean came off of a Forbes screen and lays it in. A gorgeous sideline inbounds drawn up by Coach Snyder. 21-17, Labette County on top. Fort Scott has it on the right side in the hands of Altick, guarded by Brannon. It's a man-to-man Grizzly defense. She'll give it to Comstock near the top of the key. She'll give it to Yerrick on the right side, guarded by Forbes. And a nice cut and finish by Bailey Couch as she got right underneath Stewart. And a nice pass from the top. 21-19, lead back to 2. Here's Stewart. Bounce pass to Dean, who's underneath the basket but turns and kicks it out. Here's a three-pointer by Brannon, and it's in and out as the Lady Tigers had a lot of those happen on their behalf in the first half. Here come the Lady Tigers, down by 2, looking to tie or take the lead as Couch has it and gives it to the corner. They're looking for the leads. Altick's three's no good, maybe blocked on the perimeter as Stewart's looking to push up ahead to Brannon. She catches it. Her layup is no good, tipped out of bounds, no foul called. So it'll be Labette County ball. Stewart the inbounder. Grizzlies lined up from left to right. And it's in the hands of Forbes, who head fakes, and she'll shoot it, and it's no good. Rebounded by Murphy, who already has 2 rebounds here in the second half. Here comes Yerrick, looking to get downhill, picked up by the good defender, Forbes. Yerrick has to reverse to Altick now. Altick has it, working on Brannon, has a set play, and gives it to Yerrick on the right-hand side. Right in front of her bench, and now it's in the hands of Comstock, guarded by Perez near the logo. As Coach Steps is wanting him to run something here, I don't think the communication's on point, but they look to be set now as Couch has it on the right wing. Ball being reversed now in the hands of Yerrick. Her three-pointer's way too strong, rebounded by Perez on the backside. Perez looking to pass, long pass up ahead. Too strong, out of bounds, intended for Lauren Forbes. As Comstock has the ball, as Perez in transition is good, but her passes are a lot of the times too strong. As she picks the pocket here of Comstock, as Coach Snyder says, good job, Jazzy. It's always good to get a good job from Coach Snyder. As it'll stay with the Lady Tigers, it was off of Perez's hands. As Perez hits the deck, not sure why. She acted like she was in some pain, but she's not. As Yerrick has an inbounds pass to Murphy as Dean created the jump ball, but they didn't call it. Pass intercepted. Here comes Jasmine Perez working on Yerrick. Goes coast-to-coast layup, no good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line as Coach Snyder claps on, as Jasmine Perez has played a really nice 2.5 minutes. Foul on Keegan Yarrick, her first personal. First foul of the half. Perez's first free throw's good. Shelby Wilson checks in, replacing Lauren Forbes, and Harmony Shaw checks in for the Lady Tigers, replacing Abby Altick. One more free throw to come for Jasmine Perez. That's too strong. Rebound tracked down on the far corner by Couch. Fort Scott, it's still a one-possession game. They're down by 3, and they have the ball. Harmony Shaw has it on the right wing, guarded by Brannon. Now at the top, Murphy. Comstock has it. Screens being set. Shaw has it at the top. Looking to get downhill. Looks like a lot of screens being set by this Lady Tigers offense. As Couch has it, guarded by Stewart. She is swamped by Stewart and gives it off to Comstock. Comstock guarded by Perez. A long possession for the Lady Tigers. Comstock gets downhill, but it's poked away from behind by Jasmine Perez and in the hands of Madison Brannon. Jasmine Perez has been amazing here almost halfway through the third quarter. Perez has it, gives it to Brannon now. Now to Stewart on the far side. Back to Brannon near the top. Perez has it, lines up from deep, and it's no good as that would have capped off a really nice few minutes by Perez as the rebound is tracked down by Stewart. Her layup's no good. Rebound high in the air and a foul going the other way. That foul will go on Anna Dean, I believe, and it is on Anna. That'll be the first foul of the half for Labette County, second on Anna Dean, as the freshman Allie Brown checks in for the Lady Tigers. She replaces Jessie Comstock. As Brown was an impressive freshman in the first half, she spins off of Perez, gets downhill a bit and gives it to Yerrick, who looks to drive. She'll get out to Couch for three, and that's her second one of the night. We have a tied game with 4:25 to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies being tested yet again on the road as they won at Parsons just by 1 point, and this one's looking to be right there as well.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the similarities between those two games here.
As Dean is wide open, she'll shoot a three, why not? And it's off the front of the rim, no good. As the Grizzlies need to get back before they're called for a foul, as on the rebound, Murphy was triple teamed. Grizzlies a little bit frustrated. Murphy inside, turns, shoots, and gets the and one. Grizzlies down for the first time since the first quarter, the opening minutes of the first quarter, rather. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead at 24-22 as Anna Dean and Jasmine Perez come out of the game, as Jasmine Perez just picked up her third personal foul. Murphy's and one attempt, she shot a lot of free throws, is short, no good. Rebound by Madison Brandon, good box out by Madison Brandon. Here come the Grizzlies down this time. They haven't had a possession where they've been down in a long time. Carson Stewart looking to reclaim the lead, and it's too strong. She looks to track down her own rebound and does, and she's fouled. As what a hustle by Carson Stewart. She shot a three in the left corner and got her own rebound near the logo and was fouled.
Yeah, like you said at half, that's exactly what she needs to do moving forward, and we're seeing a lot of that right now.
Yes, we are, as Murphy takes the seat. She's been a big impact for the Lady Tigers comeback here, as Rexwinkle has it on the right wing. Now in the hands of Brandon. Lady Tigers in a 2-3 zone, it looks to be, as guarded in the corners Ridley Lynn, who just checked in. As Rexwinkle has it off of the set player, three was either way short or blocked. We'll go with blocked, as here come the Lady Tigers in transition. Yerrick with the basketball picked up by Rexwinkle. Brown has it, and she'll swing it to Couch. Couch has hit a couple threes. She hit one to tie it moments ago. Couch has it guarded by Stewart on the perimeter. She hits a cutting Yerrick. She's at the block and double teamed, and a foul's called. We'll see who they get. They're going to get Ridley Lynn. That's her third, her third personal and third team foul, as Ashante Smith checks back in, replacing Ridley Lynn. As Carson Stewart checked out as well, so on the court for Labette County is Forbes, Smith, Wilson, Rexwinkle, and Brannon. As the inbounds goes to Shaw, and kicked back out to the perimeter, as it's in the hands of number 30, which is Weatherly, as there's an and one underneath by Harmony Shaw. Are they going to call the shot off? As they call the shot off, foul on the floor. So that's huge. As it's Wonderly, thank you. Number 30 is Wonderly. 24-22. Grizzlies catch a break there, as that would have been an and one and a 4-point lead for the Lady Tigers. But instead they inbound it, and the turnover is caused by Lauren Forbes. She's out in front. Here she goes. Pass to Brandon. Underneath. She's fouled. As she slides hard and hits the mat against the wall. As she gets up, she's okay, and she'll go to the line to try to tie it here in Fort Scott. As Coach Snyder wants a timeout before Madison Brandon's free throws. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds on KLKC.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Madison Brannon at the free throw line to tie the game, and her first one is good. One more free throw to come from Maddie Brannon. Scoreless in the first half and been active here in the second. Second free throw hits the front of the rim, and it's good. We're tied at 24. Labette County picking him up in the press. Losing the handle and regaining is Altic. Risky pass up ahead to Shaw, but she corrals. She crosses the logo and gives it up to Altic, who shoots a quick three, and it's no good. Good box out in the corner by Addison Rexwinkle, because that's exactly what you want to see from a bench player like Rexwinkle, who's found herself playing a lot of minutes here recently. Forbes has it at the elbow. Here's a Wilson three, and it's off to the left. Rebound tracked down by Altic, and a foul on Addison Rexwinkle, I believe, as they do get Addison Rexwinkle. That's her first personal and fifth team foul. Lady Tiger basketball. Wilson, Rexwinkle, Smith, Dean, and Brannon on the court. Here's a pass tipped and stolen away. Oh, and it went right back in the hands of Shaw, but she's blocked. And here comes Smith off of her block and steal, as Wilson had the initial steal, but Shaw got it right back. But the Grizzlies fortunate to get it right back. Brannon has it, left wing head fakes on a three and looks to drive, and a foul's called on Brown, as the fouls have picked up here in the last minute or two. Tied ball game as Wilson is going to inbound. It looked like she was going to the bench, but she'll inbound it right in front of the bench. Rexwinkle comes out, and in goes Stewart, I think. Yeah, Carson Stewart. So many subs happen, I kind of lose who was in and who was out. As Dean catches it off the inbound on the left wing, Brandon has it near the top looking to drive on Comstock, but good defense by Jesse. Dean hits a fading Brandon to the corner, foot's on the line, and her jumper's good. Brandon has played a really solid third quarter, 26-24. Labette County on a 4-0 run, reclaiming the lead here on the road. Shaw has it and gives it up to Yerrick, who drives. Here's a three-pointer that would give him the lead by Wonderly, and it's no good. Rebounded by Anna Dean, and she looked to be fouled, but it's not called, and it's stolen away by Comstock. She looks to drive baseline and picks up her dribble and gives it to Brown on the perimeter. And we have a foul on Ashante Smith, as she didn't really need to go for that one, but hustle is all these girls know, and I'm okay with it. As I don't know, I would assume they didn't call a foul on Ashante, as they're just going to say the ball went out of bounds. So no foul called there. I thought for sure Ashante was going to get called for the foul. So Fort Scott has the ball, down by 2 points with 65 seconds to go in the third quarter. Comstock near the top, working on Stewart, picked up by Brandon and gets by both, but double dribbled. So a big turnover there from Fort Scott. Can the Lady Grizzlies capitalize? We'll see. An even 60 seconds is on the clock. Fort Scott picking him up full court. Dean catches it right in the middle and turns and hits Brannon. Nobody gets in front of Brannon. She goes coast to coast. Left-hand layup, no good, as it's tracked down by Shaw. As nobody picked up Brannon, except at the last second that made it hard for her to finish at the rim. Brown has the basketball with 43 seconds left. Wonderly has it, cradles, and passes. Here's a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Wonderly on the near side baseline, and she's fouled. As Wonderly, who we didn't see much of in the first half, we've seen a lot of in the third quarter. As Nevaeh Jones comes to the scores table to check in the game. As she'll go in alongside Lauren Forbes, those two will replace Carson Stewart and Ashante Smith. as Isabel and I got here a little bit early and got to watch quite a bit of the JV girls game, which they won. And Nevaeh Jones played really well.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be one to watch.
Yerrick gets it off the inbound. 30 seconds to go. Brown tries to get downhill. Wonderly, quick trigger three, no good. She has wanted to make one so bad. She shot 3 or 4, but hasn't got one to go. So that gives the ball back to Labette County with 20 seconds left. Brandon has it in the left corner. Now inside to Forbes, and she's fouled by Wonderly. As she is in disbelief. Checking back in is Abby Altick. She'll replace Wonderly. Inbounds goes to Dean on the left elbow. The Tiger fans wanted to travel, but they won't get it. As Dean gets the pass, 5 seconds on the clock. Nevaeh Jones has it. 3 seconds. Dean shoots a 3. Oh, and it almost went in, hit the front of the rim as the buzzer sounds. As a good look from Dean, as she can hit it from the top, but not that one. So at the end of 3 quarters here in Fort Scott, you're not going to want to change the station on this one. Labette County leads it 26-24. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
As Brandon is fouled on the transition layup attempt, as we were a little late getting back to the action, as Fort Scott had to save the ball from going out of bounds and did so, but right into the hands of Nevaeh Jones. And so Brandon took off down the court, and Jones delivered a beautiful pass about 3/4 of the court right into the chest of Brandon, who's at the line and got her first free throw to go. Brandon's second free throw is good as well. She's played a really nice second half. Hasn't lit it up, but she's done exactly what she needs to do as a senior scorer to get Labette County back up by 2 possessions.
Yeah, well, she settled into a role,
Yeah.
and that's a good sign from her.
28-24, Labette County leads it 30 seconds into the 4th quarter. Lady Tigers do have the basketball. Yerrick has it. She'll give it to Altick. Altick guarded by Brandon. Labette County in a man-to-man. Pass inside, tipped and stolen away by Anna Dean as the seniors have raised their heads here late in this one. Here's Forbes, pass from Brandon, layup good. Labette County playing flawless here in the 4th quarter as they get a standing ovation from their fans. 30-24, they lead it. We have a full timeout from Coach Steps. We'll go ahead and keep this one here and thank our sponsors again. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op, and we'd like to remind everyone of our other sponsors as well. Those include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Store of Altamont, Community National Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, Altamont Lumber, Oswego Locker, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Meister, Mosier, and Morris. As I'm being laughed at by my co-host, not sure why. Being unprofessional is she. 30-24, Labette County leads it Lady Tiger basketball. Labette County has absolutely dominated the last 3 minutes. Still only up by 6, but if you've been with us all game, a 6-point lead's a mighty good one. As here's a 12-foot jumper, no good. Offensive rebounded, however, by Murphy. Murphy been very active on the boards and a big rebound there. Here's a three-pointer that hits the front of the rim and no good. Backside rebound by Lauren Forbes, who couldn't believe she didn't get a foul, but the Grizzlies are already out in transition. Here's Brandon faking right and going left and almost breaking the ankles of Comstock, but they'll reverse it. And here's Nevaeh Jones, who remains in the game, played good minutes. And here's a jumper from Forbes, no good, rebounded by Murphy near the free throw line. Here come the Lady Tigers. Labette County still giving them a couple opportunities, not stretching that lead out, as it has never been really near a double-digit lead for Labette County. As Couch's three-pointer's no good, and then a foul underneath by Brannon. Shelby Wilson checking into the game. She will come in and replace, it will be Madison Brannon. At the free throw line, as that does put them in the 1-and-1. So if she misses the first one, she might not get a second. As she does, and it's rebounded by Shelby Wilson. It was Harmony Shaw at the free throw line. Here's Jasmine Perez giving it to Dean in the left-hand corner. Ball at the left elbow in the hands of Forbes, and she's fouled as she hits the deck really hard. As there were two Tigers in there, it was Couch and Comstock. So that will put Labette County in the 1-and-1, as that's the 7th team foul on the Lady Tigers. So Lauren Forbes is at the line shooting 1-and-1. As a couple substitutions took place, as Ashante Smith was going to check in, but she's looking to replace Forbes, who's at the line. So she'll have to make these free throws if she wants to check in. Her first one is good, as that's something that I do think Labette County has in their favor. I'm not saying necessarily in this one, as Fort Scott has a lot of experience as well, but in a lot of other games, Labette County has experience that knows how to play well in fourth quarters where it's close.
Yes. Well, in fourth quarters where free throws could essentially win you the ball game.
As Izzy decided to go ahead and pull the announcer jinx, thank you so much, as the second free throw from Forbes is in and out. As, hey, it's happened to me plenty of times as well, don't worry. It's a powerful thing. 7-point Labette County lead, and I did not even realize, but we had a foul off of the rebound. I thought they just stopped so Ashante could come in, but I guess they wouldn't do that if there wasn't a foul. So there was a foul on Anna Dean, so now at the other end shooting 1-and-1 is Murphy. Her and one free throw is good this time. So Fort Scott with a second chance at the line. Murphy again gets it to go this time. Nevaeh Jones checks out of the game. Really nice minutes there from the sophomore, as Ridley Lynn goes to the scores table waiting to check in. Murphy's second free throw is no good. Long rebound tracked down by Stewart, who wasn't even in position. She was near the top of the key and tracked it down. 6-point Labette County lead and the rock, as Smith hits the deck hard and gets up okay, as there's been a lot of bodies hitting the deck. It's been a physical, fast, very fast game. Stewart head fakes and drives baseline, finds herself trapped and finds Smith. Smith rotates it right wing Wilson. She gives it to Perez. Now Dean near the right elbow. Gives it to Smith. Turns. Loses control. Gets it back. And a travel is called. As the atmosphere has slowly grown, as it wasn't really that full at the start of this game, but students and fans have started to make their way in, and it's getting a little bit tense in here down the stretch. Fort Scott with the basketball. Held Labette County scoreless on that possession. Here's Yerrick giving it up to the freshman Brown. Her long two's no good, and then an over the back on Keegan Yerrick. And that'll give the ball right back to Labette County. As I forget that we are in the bonus, 8 team fouls apiece, so a 1-and-1 situation for Ridley Lynn, who has shot free throws well this season. Maddie Brandon waiting to check in. Ridley Lynn's first free throw is short, doesn't fall. Wilson almost got a hand on the rebound, but Murphy snatched it away. Murphy's been very active on the boards as Carson Stewart hit the deck somehow getting back and was a little bit slow to get up. Here's a three-pointer, no good by Yerrick, but rebounded by Smith. Lady Tigers remain possession, and one by Mackenzie Murphy, so she'll go to the line again where she's been a lot to shoot one. As I missed it, was there a missed call that the fans were wanting it?
Well, they thought that she traveled when she caught the ball because she didn't get her feet planted, but I don't think she brought up her back foot, so I might have to disagree with our fans.
As Ashante Smith takes a seat, and she's replaced by Madison Brannon. So an one attempt here from Murphy is too strong, and rebounded underneath by Shaw, and her putback is good. So just like that, the Lady Tigers are only down by 2 points here at home against the Lady Grizzlies, who have been the team to beat for as many years as you can look back. As Coach Schneider wants a timeout, and for the first time in a couple quarters, the Tiger fans are riled up as their team has given them every right to do so. As it's a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. Lady Tigers coming back here on KLKC.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Labette County leads at Fort Scott with a heap of momentum that they just created in really the last 90 seconds or minute. They've been aggressive on the boards and got a big one. Murphy did down here. As Labette County has the basketball, and Jasmine Perez has it, looks to drive. Her floater is good. What a big-time shot by Jasmine Perez to get downhill and finish at the rim. She loves shooting floaters, and she got her favorite shot to go right there. 33-29. Every shot is a big one. Dump inside, somehow in the hands of Murphy, and she finishes, Harmony Shaw that time. A gorgeous pass from, I believe it was Yerrick inside. Here's Dean near the top of the key. It's back to a 2-point lead. Brandon inside, fouled by Shaw. So that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity still for Brandon at the line, as that's still 9 team fouls on Fort Scott, and Labette County with 9 of their own. That is Harmony Shaw's third personal foul. Madison Brandon shooting a 1-and-1. First free throw. No good, went in and out. Lady Tigers with the ball and a 2-point deficit. We have now surpassed the 4-minute mark. Yerrick has it on the left wing. Yerrick looking to drive. Here's a corner three-pointer for the lead, and they got it. Ellie Smith with the three-pointer. Lady Tigers lead it by 1 point. Perez already getting to the hoop. And a charge is called on Perez. So a 1 point Lady Tiger lead and a charge called on Jasmine Perez. It was an offensive foul, so they won't be shooting free throws. As Coach Schneider, I think, called a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere on KLKC.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
So just like that, the tables have turned. Fort Scott with the basketball off of a Jasmine Perez charge call in transition. A 1-point Lady Tigers lead. They have the ball, 3.5 to go in the game. Pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. Ball is in the hands of the freshman Brown, and she carried it. As the Tiger fans are really mad. Really mad. Folks, they're really mad. As the refs are talking about it, as there's about a dozen Tiger fans on their feet pointing at the ref. Did I mention they were mad, Isabel?
You did. And it'll be interesting if they change their mind here, because normally...
As a carry isn't called a lot unless it's really blatantly obvious. As they're still talking about it, as they're gonna have a word with both coaches. So this is a really interesting scenario here. As the referee's talking to both Coach Snyder and Coach Steps, right at the half-court line. As this is a stereotypical game here in the Tiger Dome. It'll stay with Labette County, and that pause and the decision to keep it the same just makes the Tigers fans, guess what, even more mad.
Wow.
I love it. This is SEK basketball on the road. It is tough to win in the cage. Labette County down by 1 with the basketball, 3.5 to go. Stewart has it on the right wing. Brandon in the corner, open, 4-3. In and out. Rebound fought for, and then a foul. Going the other way.
Yeah, they were going to call that when I saw that.
As both players was just trying to make a play on the ball, so that's either one you don't call and just let go. So now... that is 2 free throws coming, as that's 10 team fouls on Labette County. That's 4 on Anna Dean. As Lauren Forbes is at the scores table set to check in. Murphy at the line. She's been there a lot. Her first free throw's short. 1 more to come for Murphy. Anna Dean checks out. She just picked up her 4th. As you buy the whole seat, but you only need the edge. 1 more free throw for Murphy. High arcing shot, too strong. Good box out by Shelby Wilson. As if she didn't box out, it would have landed right in the hands of Murphy. Labette County with the basketball again, still down by just 1 point. Perez has it, ball being worked. You can't panic. You're experienced. You've been in these situations, especially this season. You just got to get downhill and try to get to the rack. Perez has it on the left wing, penetrates, goes right to left. Her floater is good. What a shot by Jasmine Perez as she crossed over right to left, then left to right, and finished off the baseline floater. Labette County takes back the 1-point lead. 2:45 to go in the game. Yerrick has it on the right side. Her three-pointer's no good. Rebounded by Perez. She's in transition, crossing right to left. Gets across half court, gets into the paint, and then chooses to reverse it. Smart decision by Jasmine Perez.
Yes, very smart. That's exactly what she needed to do.
Forbes turns the face and has to kick it back out to Perez. Perez is fouled. Jasmine Perez made one of the better decisions I've ever seen her make. As this season in transition, I've seen her not really know what to do. And her not going for that layup was the best decision she could have possibly made in that
that shows
scenario.
A lot of maturity on her part as a player.
As her first free throw's too strong. 1 more to come for Jasmine. 1-point Grizzly lead. 2:25 on the clock. As they were down 1 just a little bit ago, but I think it was more than that. It was 3 or something earlier. Second free throw is good for Perez. 36-34. Labette County leads it. Carson Stewart will stay in as she ran to the bench and then was told to turn around and get back in the game. So Shelby Wilson is the one going to the bench as Anna Dean came back in. She's playing with 4 fouls. Walking it up is the freshman Brown. Brown gives it to Yerrick on the right side. Yerrick guarded by Brannon. Comes off of a Murphy screen and jump stops. Her pass is tipped. Brown shoots a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Jasmine Perez. She's doing it all. As Perez, guarded by Smith, is going to walk it up. She'll give it to Forbes now on the left wing. Now in the hands of Brannon. She head fakes and drives. Jump stops. Floater. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Forbes on the backside. She's going to have to get it out, and she'll find Dean. Ball being reversed, and Perez is in the clear. Big time rebound by Lauren Forbes. 1:45 on the clock. Labette County with the ball. Forbes head fakes, kicks it back out. Stewart, she drives. As they're just burning clock, as there's been a lot of layups denied, as Perez shoots it, and it's no good, but a putback is good by Brannon. 38-34, Labette County with a 4-point lead with 90 seconds on the clock. Perez shot a floater and airballed, but Brannon got the rebound and laid it in for two. As the experience for Labette County has loomed true here as they've gotten back a 4-point lead. As we have a timeout, Fort Scott. I'm not sure how long it is. It's a full timeout, so we will step aside. 30 seconds here on KLKC. .34 is about a minute ago of gameplay. They didn't lead it, as Fort Scott had clawed their way back, tied it, and then went on to take a 1 or 2 point lead. I don't really remember what it was, but they had the lead, and it felt like a lot in the moment, as Fort Scott was then able to convert on a few free throws that would have put them up by even more, as Labette County took every advantage of that possible. 4-point Labette County lead, 38-34. Lady Tigers basketball. Yerrick has it in the corner, now in the hands of Murphy, who's fouled from behind by Dean, and that'll be 5 on Anna Dean. As she played hard down there with Murphy, and the touchy calls in the first quarter really hurt some of these gals and made it hard to not foul out.
Yeah, she has nothing to hang her head about. She did very well this game.
Yeah, she's pretty frustrated down there. You don't usually see some of that from her. She's obviously frustrated down there. And so that foul gives Murphy 2 free throws. Labette County not near out of the woods yet. Or should I say jungle, as we are in the Tiger Dome. First free throw, no good. Rebounded by Stewart, but we have a stoppage of play. Was there a lane violation? Was there a lane violation? There had to have been. They wouldn't have stopped play, as there was. As it is just 1 free throw. As silly me forgot that it was a double bonus. So 1 more free throw to come for Murphy. They need it. They'd cut it back to 3. She shot a ton of free throws, and she gets that one to go. She's been about 50-50 on her free throws, I feel like. She's shot probably 8 or 9 here in the fourth quarter, and a foul, a strong foul, on Perez committed by Comstock. So Perez will be at the line to shoot 2 again. That's her 3rd personal. Double bonus each team. 2 free throws for Jasmine. First free throw short, hit the rim and died. 1 more to come for Jasmine Perez. As Keegan Yarrick and Abby Altick check back into the game, they've hit a couple 3-pointers, as they might need one if Perez misses this, or even if she makes it. Second free throw short, didn't hit the rim, so nobody will get a chance to rebound it. So it'll be Fort Scott basketball as Addison Rexwinkle is checking in, as she'll replace Jasmine Perez. And don't let those 2 free throws deceive you, as Coach Schneider says, good job, Jasmine, as she's done a great job here in the second half. 38-35, 1:10 on the clock, Fort Scott basketball. Left wing in the hands of Altick. Top of the key, Shaw. Now Yerrick working on Forbes, tightly guarded. 5-second call, getting close, but she gets by in time. Brown, the freshman, with it, guarded by Rexwinkle. Wilson has it. Wilson is guarding the ball on the right-hand side. 45 seconds, Coach Snyder amping up her defense, as is the whole bench. Stewart guarding Alta, gets a hand on it, steals it away. Carson Stewart backs it out wisely. What a big time steal and a cut by Forbes. Her layup, no good! And a foul going the other way. Oh my gosh, the Grizzlies with a extremely unfortunate turn of events right there as Carson Stewart had the biggest steal of the game and backed it out as Coach Snyder told her to. And then Forbes was just too wide open, and she had to pass it.
It was a perfect cut. I mean, that was textbook.
She had to pass it. You're going to have to score sooner or later.
Yeah. And
what better place, but Forbes just couldn't convert. And 2 free throws for Abby Altick. Wow. First one hits the back of the rim and falls home. So, oh my goodness. As you thought right when that steal happened, it wasn't over, but it felt sealed in a way.
Yes, exactly. There was a chance to seal it there.
Yes. As Coach Snyder wants a full timeout. 1 Fort Scott free throw coming here after this break. 38-36 is the score. 38-36 Labette County. They haven't changed it here in the arena. We'll keep it here. But yeah, Izzy, just kind of walk us through what's happened. Fourth quarter's been wild.
Oh, it has. I mean, we've been down, and that, I mean, you have not said you've been stressed. I've been stressed. I know our team's experienced, but sometimes we can get ahead of ourselves. But we've had, like, Jazzy made that great. She pulled out. She didn't rush her shot. We've had good possessions. Both Madison and Anna kind of came into their groove, and so we've seen that experience reign true here. But like you said, it comes down to these last 30 seconds of this game. Can they close this game out? And I think they can do it. But they just got to stay aggressive, have court consciousness, know where the ball's at, move their feet, and we'll win this ball game.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Is they did fix the score, so this free throw would put it at a 1-point game. So at the line, shooting 1, Abby Altick. Takes a few dribbles, spins, shoots, and converts. 38-37. Labette County on top with 34.3 seconds on the clock as Abby Altick comes out of the game, and she's replaced by Ellie Smith. And into the game comes Bailey Couch. So just about all the players who, I guess Altick's on the bench. Is Yerrick in the game? Yerrick's hit a couple threes. I think Yerrick's on the bench. As Keegan Yerrick is on the bench, surprisingly, as Labette County inbounds it. Fort Scott in a full-court press, and Brandon body bumped, barely, by Harmony Shaw. She kind of shrugs her shoulders like, what did I do? As sometimes the refs are probably anticipating Fort Scott fouling there.
Yes.
So some of those are anticipatory fouls. No matter how hard you hit them, they're probably going to call it. That's just kind of how it goes in this scenario.
Well, they've been touchy the whole game, so.
First free throw good for Madison Brandon. She's been pretty clutch here in the second half. Went scoreless in the first half, but has been every part of big in this comeback as they were down earlier.
Well, I mean, she is calm on that free throw line right now.
She is.
She's commanding the court. She knows what time it is. She's full confidence right now, and that's exactly what you want to see out of a senior player.
Second free throw good. Big time free throws from Madison Brandon. Who else would you want at the line? 40-37, Labette County leads it. 26 seconds on the clock as Coach Steps is going to call a timeout. If it's a full, we'll step aside. But if not, we'll keep it here. We'll see how long it is. As he wants a full timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds so we don't miss anything here on KLKC.
Hey Farsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for couples court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
It'll be Fort Scott Tiger basketball inbounding it right near their bench here right in front of us. Lady Tigers trail it by 3. As it looks like we have a set play by Coach Steps as the Lady Tigers were lined up in an awkward formation, but they just throw it in normal to the freshman Brown. 20 seconds on the clock. She tries to turn on Stewart. Stewart tries to go for the steal but misses. Here's a three-pointer put up and no good. Hit the back of the rim and looked like it might fall home, but it did not. Rebounded by Carson Stewart, and Madison Brandon is fouled with 9.4 on the clock. So Brandon's going to have to go seal it at the free throw line. She just got done making 2 big free throws just a moment ago. Brandon's first free throw is good. So that is big time, 41-37. As Fort Scott has to get down here, score, most likely a 3, foul Labette County and hope they miss both, and then score again. So it's looking pretty promising as the first one's no good, which might help Labette County because it might throw Fort Scott off a little bit because they don't get an inbound as they're having to track the ball down in the corner with 2 seconds left. Three-pointer, no good off the side of the backboard as the buzzer sounds. Labette County, it wasn't pretty the whole way, but is it always going to be pretty the whole way?
No.
They get out of here 41-37 with a victory to go 3-0 inside the SEK. All 3 road games coming off of the winter break. It looked sloppy for a little bit, but the seniors played well down the stretch, and they get out of here with a win, 41-37. So it's always good when you can get out of Fort Scott with a W in the win column. So we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with post-game stats and breakdown here on KLKC before our boys game starts here. I'm assuming 15 or 20 minutes. So we'll start with a 2-minute break and come back with our post-game show here on KLKC. They took it off the scoreboard. But Labette County, regardless, won it by 4 here on the road to open up SEK League play 3-0. All 3 of them on the road as Labette County, the men, they're looking to do the same. as we'll dive into that here shortly. But to quickly recap, we don't have stats for the girls' game. The book was just taken away before we could get down there and get stats. But it was the first quarter was full of fouls, sloppy, low scoring. Just kind of like to dismiss the first quarter.
And that was both teams. I mean,
exactly.
On both sides of the floor, there was that.
And the second quarter, fouls slowed down, and each team kind of was able to establish a pace and a tempo and kind of figure out, okay, this is how we're going to approach, this is how the game's going to be. And then the second half was a much better half of basketball. And I think the better team won. Labette County,
I would agree.
Good team, experience. You know, this is a tough place to come win. I mentioned in the pregame show, it doesn't matter how good or bad Fort Scott is, it's tough to beat them here. As I think we'll see some of that in our boys' game. Hopefully not, but I'm thinking we will. But Fort Scott's one of those teams, and other teams inside the SEK that these are teams like Fort Scott that we beat by 30 and 40 in years past. Well, these girls have finally gotten up to be seniors and juniors now, and they can play. Not that they couldn't play, but they were just so young. We're playing these same girls. They're just seniors now. They're just juniors now.
Yes.
You know, we beat them pretty good when they were freshmen and sophomores, but they've grown into their own, and that's why, you know, you go to Parsons and only win by 1. That's why you come here and only win by 4, whereas in the past you win those games by 25.
Yeah.
Well, these teams have progressed just like us.
Yeah, no, and that's a great point because I think that's something that they need to know coming into these games. And I think Coach Schneider goes over that with them. It's like, look, you're right. We have blown them out in the water before, but they're getting better. They're getting older. They've got more experience.
It's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be an easy win anymore. And I think that those girls dug deep. I mean, we saw that in the third and fourth quarter. We saw them dig deep, make shots where it counted, play smart. I mean, we saw some great plays out of some of the older girls, and I think that's why they won this game. Is they didn't rely on pass. They just played basketball. They put their head down, and they went to work. And I think that's what we saw there. And we had an outcome with a win. And I think that's what we can expect from the Lady Grizzlies.
Yeah, as well said. I mean, they all played well. I mean, the defense was really good there down the stretch. A couple of tough breaks that led to a couple of Fort Scott opportunities and free throws. But those put aside, a few players that come to my mind are down the stretch. Jasmine Perez looked amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Made plays when we needed them. Madison Brandon made free throws when we needed them and controlled the ball, didn't turn it over.
And she was calm, cool, collective. I mean, that was phenomenal from her.
I feel like she could have made 10 more free throws.
Oh, yeah.
It was just, it was fun to watch the senior go to work. And Lauren Forbes had some big rebounds there down the stretch. She had a couple big offensive rebounds and then a big defensive rebound off of a missed free throw with like 40 seconds left, I believe. So a good team effort, but you're always going to have those girls that stand out, and those are the ones that do to me. So before we wrap up our post-game show for the girls, any last words on that game?
No, I mean, I think they played great, and I think we're going to see some more of that as the season progresses. So I think they did a great job tonight, and we should be very proud of them.
As we're just under 10 minutes away from the tip-off of our boys' game, so we'll step aside for a 5-minute timeout here on KLKC, and when we come back, we'll have our pregame show for our boys' matchup, which should be just as good as the one you just listened to.